Hey guys, I just played a game that I thought would be good for breakthrough to shodan ideas. So let's have a look. 3 stones against KGS 4Q. And it was interesting. Let's have a look. We don't like this move. Let's look at the basic reason why. I come up third or fourth line. I have a big chunk of the corner and the monkey jump and absolute life. After we look at my monkey jump and then ask, just how many points has he got there? Not very many. And I mean, he's not something you call alive yet. I mean, it's not settled. It's just no white stones near it. So it's not a Joseki. Okay. He played here. This sort of move is interesting because it supports the A stone without committing to it. Okay. And does, play in the corner. If white doesn't get in there, black gets a bigger corner than he should. So, white to play. First, should I be doing something about the A stone? That's a question. If I do nothing and we follow the bad Joseki, we can see something developing where it's like it's just feels like there's he's prepared, so maybe he can do something here. Secondly, he can break Joseki. Something like this takes the corner. There's a lot of things he can do here. Along with all these sorts of things, very prepared to cut. So it seems to me, now this is me talking, right? So I don't know up from down. This is just how does one think? That's what I've been teaching this year, 40 years. Been teaching Go professionally. Before that, I taught, just didn't get money for it. So it seems to me the upper left corner is very active. Black can accomplish numerous different things, some bad, some good. White can accomplish things. Every place else is normal. Maybe the most exciting thing you can do is I'm going to do a whole lot on the right. I'm not too concerned about that. So I decided to play this way. I'm likely going to get a big chunk in the corner. Now, that's not definite. I mean, what if he starts playing this way? There's questions for sure, right? There's lots of questions. But I'm not going to play a passive move, giving him this. And I don't like the pinch because it didn't really change anything. So I decided to go here. Lots of choices here. This felt best. Maybe you can think what you think is best. How does one decide these things? It's hard, difficult. Well, I am playing in the corner in an area that I think it's important. And I'm not playing submissively, I'm playing actively. These are all positive traits. Okay. He plays away. Okay. He's clearly just going to take his time with A. Later could be next move. Maybe he'll play here. Oh, that top side looks nice. Well, maybe next move he might decide to play here. There's still a lot of activity there. So I did a good start. So it's more like I'm in control of the activity rather than him, but still it appears to me that he can still do a lot of stuff there. Once again, there are moves he can make, but I decided I want to make it so there's nothing he can do. I get the entire thing. Let's double check our math a bit, which means we're going to do some Watari? No. What's the term I'm looking for? To change Tawari. Thank you. So white to play. Is F17 good? Well, black playing it's nice. Taking the top, yeah, I can pinch, but I'm pinching inside a black area. Okay, so that's a good spot for me. What else? Let's look at D14. If I don't do anything, you can definitely start this. Yeah, no, I like all the stones in the upper left corner to the point where it looks like his black stone is wrong. So I'm feeling good about it. It's exceptionally strong, thick, good for the center, good for the left, good for the top, good for the corner. I mean, it's just very positive, strong shape. Don't feel that any stone's out of place there. And this is a big deal. Like, if there was a white stone here, what? Something's wrong. That stone's out of place. It doesn't need to be there at all. Ah, white fell behind here. This is a good and proper way to think. A lot of times how strong players analyze is what stones are out of place. Okay, he plays here. He has 3 long knights moves. Something I didn't do. Let's look. Let's look at a basic Joseki. Very straightforward Joseki that we all know. Okay. If I already have a stone around here, I know this one spot works. I believe other spots work, but I've never researched it. So we'll just say if a stone's here. Then instead, there it is. Instead of saving here, I'll play here. Let's assume he goes to kill my corner. That's now one eye. Threaten to snap back. He's got to save. Threaten to kill. He's got to come out. Threaten to surround. I'm going to win this. They're capturing race. Now, I haven't checked the math in decades, more than decades, but white wins. White still, if black goes for the kill in the corner, black dies first. Now, white's going to die first. So white threatens to kill. Black lives. White lives. Black has to live. Now, he didn't get his corner. I got a whole bunch of good white stones in the center. That's at least a stone's worth advantage. That's a lot of white stones in important places. Okay, so that would be a mistake for black. He's supposed to instead play here. Then I save. He surrounds. Now, these stones can actually get out right now, but it's not worthwhile at all. It's difficult, and black gets lots of freedom and safety, and it's just not worth it. But pretty serious Aji. So based on that, in situations like this, last year and a half, 2 years, I've been playing here, getting the stone in place. If black does something in this corner, now I get to test him. I'm not saying this is a proper way, but it's like, do you know the trick? That's kind of cheating, right? But I wanted to play out this against humans many times. So year and a half, I played this move, preparing for, in I go and see what happens. And I feel like I got some practical experience. And now I'm like, well, I'll just go back to my regular. Now, this is a big question. Should I be playing here? Because he's going to be getting a nice thick wall. But I figure I'll come in and take it away. I guess I could just go back to this again, say I'll live on the bottom, and maybe test you anyway. That's probably better. This is probably not a mistake. A little something about this. If he kicks, which we tend to think is normal, what's his next move? If this stone is here, the corner appears to be secure. It's not secure, but it's a rational corner. We put it here. It's a rational corner. We put it here. That's a big gap next to a 3-3. So the feeling is that black missed something in the corner. Is he going to play black's move? Is he going to play here? That's a loss, right? So this is a reasonable idea. I went this way, just because it's past my bedtime. I played this at 10 o'clock. For me, that's late. I am in my 70s after all. White, black played this way. Let's look at Joseki. White, black, white. Oh, wrong button. Just a second. White, black, white, black, white. I'm alive. Joseki. Sente to go do whatever I want to do. Okay. He played here. Well, it's certainly a big area. It certainly has visions of perfection in the bottom left portion, meaning it fits extremely well in the bottom left. But on the bottom right, it's funny, and I haven't even considered working on why and everything. I just played the next obvious move, do the gap thing. I don't want to live this way. I mean, that's pretty low life, especially considering I'm already alive. It's not comfortable life, but I am alive. So I played this way and, oh, I cut this time. Okay, that's cool. So I'm alive and I cut him. I don't think that's a good idea. Why not? If he plays here, I have to play this way to survive. And then he can get out easily and I can't attack this group. So it's not a great idea. So I shouldn't cut. I should just play this and then save the cut or something. We'll notice his A stone is too close to the B wall. It doesn't need to be there at all. Black is perfectly strong. So that's a pretty big waste. We should talk about that. We're talking about the A stone. Let's cut it down the middle along the K line. You can do that in your imagination. Area 1, I'm ready to give full marks, 100%. Actually, my mind is closer to 98, but that's pretty small details. Area 2, let's figure out where A should be in regards to black's wonderful wall. Off it comes. Where should it be? Here? Great. Not too close to the wall. How about here? Okay, I don't think that's too close. What about here? Yeah, get away, get away, get away. You're just too close to the wall. What are you doing? Here? The right side of the stone is, I'm going to put a value of 30%. So if the left side's 100 and the right side's 30, we can do an average. I'll let you do the math. Not my strong suit. Okay, so I cut. He plays this way. And I notice the ladder works for me. I'm not good at ladders, but I believe that I read it out correctly. So I take this because it's a double sente deal. Not double sente. Let's define sente. I do not know the definition. I have my definition. Okay. This is sente because he needs to play here. He doesn't need to play there. He didn't. Then it wasn't sente. So how do we define sente? The way I define it is, this is sente because I hope he doesn't respond. Then it's sente. I hope he doesn't respond. He doesn't respond. Thank you. I did some read out here, just a few little ladders. It's a relatively easy read, actually. And he's in trouble. He starts this and escapes and escapes. He has escaped. Defense. I do a quick guitar. It doesn't hurt anything. It's good for me while it's here. The ladder, well, it's broken already, but it works for me anyway. So, I haven't talked much about shodan thinking yet. I've simply spoken my mind. It's getting late. I'm starting to wonder if the words I'm using are English words. Okay, so A is a must. If it dies, we lose. Will it die? No, it's out. It can't. The ladder works, so we're okay on A. We very much want B, and he can kill that right off. Atari, kill. Okay, so I'm going to save my B stone. And I'm going to do it in this direction because I do it in this direction, I'm causing myself troubles already. So I'm hurting these two stones on the right. All right, okay. This can't be very good. There's a lot of ladders here. I read them all out, and I came out here because my next move, getting pretty powerful on the bottom. Perhaps I should... No, this is right. Okay. Comes out. He's doing the same sort of pattern here. I have to be careful here. A lot of ladders still. Right? There's a ladder here. Still works for me. Thank goodness I got thick up there. Okay. I very much want these stones. Small amount of reading. Yes, I can Atari and escape. And those stones of mine can't be netted. Great. Then I can work on this side. I don't like the surrounding here. So I started getting out. If he tries this, I'm more than happy to just, even if he lives, I'm just destroy his whole bottom area. I don't care if he lives or not. So I come out. He says no. Great. Then I got both. And now you see the immediate Atari. Great. Atari, get in the habit. Do a little reading. Got to throw in first. Atari, Atari. And it doesn't matter if he captures or not. He's just dead. I'm sure you can read that out. He tries the net. Won't. Atari, Atari, Atari. Atari, take. Atari, fill. Double. I don't see any reason to do in the Ataris yet. I don't know which one I want, if either. Something to notice here on my weak group that he's about to kill. If I get out this way, his next move is not Atari. This is the stronger way out. If I play here, his next move is Atari. So it's the weaker way. I actually didn't think about it. I simply wanted to go this way. If I play this way, see how he's strengthening this area I want to work in? This way, he's so weak here. I just feel I get a lot in Sente. He has me in a net. I need to stop that. I could go one further, but this almost works. So, for instance, if there was a stone here, then I would say Atari, Atari, and I guess I'm not sure. No, maybe you can still get out, but it's very weak for black. So I'm thinking here, what to do, what to do, what to do. I'm thinking nothing quite works because of the Aji of the dead black group. So I take it off the board. Now I can do anything I want. The only downside is he can kill these stones. Okay. So maybe I should have thought about coming out first to save them. That makes more sense. My mistake. It was late. He kills. Okay. This is one reason I wanted to show this game. Because we have the wonderful question. We have Aji stones. What do you do with them? Okay. What do you do with, I almost broke out in a Gilbert and Sullivan musical there. What do you do with the Aji stones? I did a little bit. My wife laughs at me because I often sing show tunes. Oh, I love that moment too much. Okay, what do you do with Aji stones? Well, as an example, we be fighting now. Oh, we're fighting. Uh-oh. Getting close to the Aji stones. That's what you do with Aji stones. We can be aggressive in this area, and we have an advantage because he doesn't want these stones to get out. That's why he captured them. So let's get back to the position. I am officially looking. What can I do in that little center area? You see, I'm not looking at this. This thickens. Oh, he's getting thicker here. Oh, he's so thick there, I can't do anything. No, I'm not looking for the corner. So what's available there? I decided, oh, I did this first, Sente. Oh, I did all this first. Let's get back to the ondulators. All this stuff that's important. Here, notice my center group actually isn't alive. So this just saves them. It's actually big and Sente. And then the corner's very big. And he played away again. Same thing, I did all this. And that's when I came in here to start thinking about the Aji stones. Now, what that means to me is if he tries to fight me, oh, I can't get home now. This is dangerous. I can't get home. What am I going to do? Well, get out. Maybe Hane, come over here, defend. Oh, coming towards the Aji stones. Do you see the plan? Now, the stronger you get, the more you can plan this out, the more specific you can get, and the more you can read out, of which I am way low, unable. But I thought this was a good starting point. He plays here. I love that. I'll come right on into his area. Boom and boom. Now when I come out, oh, I'm open area, surrounding corners, getting near my Aji. That's not a good move. It does stop my immediate life, but and it gives him life. So maybe it's a little better than I thought. Go back to my living life. Sure, I'll try, see what you do. I have no idea what he's going to do. Now, perhaps the proper idea is read them both out. 100 moves deep in all directions. Yeah, that's the right way. Instead, you can just play it, let him decide. Much easier. Capture and Sente. He decided it's not Sente, so I'm just very alive and I can capture stones. Okay. He comes in, small amount of reading. I'm very thick. He shouldn't be able to live. Okay, go for the kill. Yeah. Yeah. A little bit of reading, but it's kind of easy. I'm not cut. He can't live. Nope. Dead. Death in Gote. Read it out. It's fun reading. So I cut. Why? The A group, only one eye. The B group, no eyes. Goes a long game. Very possible that this white group's going to get surrounded in the next 100 moves. I could die. This is not a strong white group. I need it strong for my own survival and to kill him. So cutting is natural. Sorry. He sees a little trick where he can try to escape. It's not going to work. Mostly, I think I can just like ignore or something. But there's a pattern here. One, get liberties. I now officially have a lot of liberties on that group. Then kill in a certain way. Just death. So any sort of I'm gonna kill you, Atari. Okay. How about these guys? Atari. Capture, Atari. Oh, I'm gonna get out. Doesn't work. Okay. So it's regular Tsuji that we see a lot. I actually didn't learn it till the last 2-3 years. I would always like try this sort of thing, which often works. but the one that works like in all cases is this one. Sometimes it needs to be here. In this case, not so much. Plays there, small amount of reading, kill it. Sorry, and he resigns. He actually played here first. Well, since I'm being truthful, he did this, asked for an undo, which I gave him, at which point he resigned. Okay, good. Hope it was helpful. Throw it on ideas. Catch you all later.